All right, Congressman Higgins, it appears the White House has a new strategy, and it has very little to do with a solution. Your reaction to the rhetoric that we heard and that we saw repeatedly this week coming out of the White House about inflation and the blame game?
Well, I think America should expect that sort of gamesmanship coming out of this White House. It's born of a compromised election, and it ran on very liberal policies. And now, we're seeing those policies enacted, including direct decisions out of the White House that immediately impacted our supply chain, which we have suffered through over the last year and a half. And Americans are quickly realizing that this White House is driving policies that are injuring American families. And inflation, they talk about 9–10% inflation. I don't believe that. I'm seeing in my life, in my area in Louisiana, a realistic assessment of current inflation. I think is 25–30%, quite frankly. In some cases,
places,
higher.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Congressman Rosendale, we're hearing reports that congressional Democrats are quietly growing very uneasy, very worried about the inaction and the direction of this White House. You've got your ear to the ground in the halls of Congress. Do you think that we even may see some pushback against Biden from his own party here?
Unfortunately, I don't think so. This party has demonstrated that they will go lockstep with their leadership right over the edge of the seat, just like a bunch of lemmings. And as my good friend from Louisiana was just referencing, the inflation rates are extremely high. I think they're higher than what the forecasters are actually even showing us, or the reports are showing us, because they don't take into consideration where the fuel costs are. Large state like Montana, I will tell you, $4.50 a gallon gasoline and $5.50 a gallon diesel is a crushing blow to every household across the country. And the shame of this is, Tom, like many of the problems that we have now, this was all self-inflicted by the Democrats. We told them, and the economic forecasters told them a year ago, 18 months ago, that if they continued to pump money into this economy with a false subsidy and an increase in spending, all it was going to do is make this inflation worse. And they have been doing nothing but printing money and pushing it into the economy. And what we have all discovered is they may be able to print money, but you can't print food. And now we're starting to see empty store shelves with groceries and baby formula, and it's causing major problems.
Yeah, let's talk about the baby formula. Congressman Higgins, American families desperately need the baby formula. Shipments aren't making it into the hands of Americans, but they are making it apparently down to the border, where pallets of baby formula has been dropped off. And the Biden administration is now talking about giving away baby formula as some sort of a solution, kind of an extension of welfare to ensure that it gets to the people across the country. Your reaction to those revelations this week and the administration's supposed solution?
Yeah, my reaction is people should go to jail about this. This is absolutely criminal behavior out of our White House. It's insane that we've been having the discussion that illegal aliens are receiving pallets of baby formula at the expense of the American taxpayer, while we're absorbing the impact of the complete disintegration of our national sovereignty at the southern border, dealing with an incredible crime wave we've never seen before in neighborhoods across America that had been relatively safe for decades. They're seeing violent crime they don't know how to deal with. The law enforcement there has never seen some of these levels of crime. And we have baby formula as an example of the kind of flipped priorities that this White House has embraced. If I was running the White House, we would have empty C-130s flying across the world, buying baby formula wherever it is, and bringing it back to our population here. We damn sure would not be shipping it to the southern border.